welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Oti Ekera, and in today's video we'll be discussing 6 different ways that you can actually create content that converts. Now, we all know that creating content is not the issue, but converting is the most important thing on social media. So even if you're putting out thousands of contents out there and it doesn't convert to sales, that means you are not doing something correct. But before we get into all that, if this is your first time of coming in contact with my YouTube channel, kindly click on the subscription button and turn on the notification bell, because in this channel what we do regularly is give young and upwardly mobile entrepreneurs the visibility strategies to build their business both online and offline for that scalability that their brand desires. We'll just have to take 1 minute of your time to do that. All right? Okay, welcome back. Thank you for that. Every entrepreneur who is venturing into online sales desires one thing, and that is sales. For as much as you put out content, be it video, be it pictures, be it your product images, what you want that content to do for you is to bring forth sales. So if it's not converting, that means you aren't doing it rightly. So what are these things that you can do to convert for you? Number one is always be creative. Now, most people on Instagram or on social media platforms are not ready to be to wait on you or read through. You need to catch their attention almost immediately, because everybody is surfing through the internet. So if you're not creative enough, you will not be able to catch somebody's attention. So whatever product that you're selling, whatever your brand represents, you should be able to be creative. All right? Whatever picture that you want to send out, you should be able to be creative. Whatever video that you want to send out, you should be able to be creative and communicate to your audience perfectly well. So that is number one. Be creative. Be creative. All right? Number two, identify your 3 W's. Your 3 W's. And this stands for who. Who are you sending this content for? Who are your target audience? Who is in your demography? Who are those that will buy from this content? Identify your who. Number 2 is identify your what. What do they do? What do you want? How do you want it? And then number 3 is why. Why are you sending all this content? Is it because you want to attract more followers? Is it because you have a product you want to sell? Is it because you want to do this? Like, you need to have your why. You need to have your why, your what, and your who in place, so that your content can actually drive the purpose in which you intend for it to drive. All right? Number 3 is grab attention. Yes, if you've noticed something on internet, what grabs most people attention is controversies. As much as everybody or every brand cannot promote controversial news, make sure that once in a while you create a content that will grab your audience's attention. Now, for instance, I said this example a lot of times. You are in the food industry and then you want me to buy a particular meal from you. Instead of you to promote, oh, see how delicious this meal is, you could go ahead to say, if you try out this meal, you may purge for the next 5 days and then you will never regret eating it. It may catch my attention and I will want to read through the meal, because I don't want to go ahead to eat that meal eventually and then I get to purge. And by that doing, to be on your page a little longer, get to see other things that you have posted and perhaps fall in love with what you are doing. So always put out contents that will grab people's attention. All right? Number 4 is build interest. Every content that you send out should be content that should build interest. It should be a bait to something. Like, you're sending out this to get this, you're sending out that to get that. You're sending out a free giveaway because you want people to buy into what you want to give. You're sending out this because you want this from people. It should always be a bait. So build interest. Let your content build interest. Let them get to know you through your content. Let them get to like you through your content. Let them get to trust you through your content. And when you do this, people will buy from you. Selling on social media is not magic. It takes a process, and it takes your understanding on what you have to do, how you have to do it, and how you need to execute it. And these are the strategies that we are sending out for you here freely. So if you find value in what we're sharing, kindly click on the subscription button and turn on the notification bell. Share our messages to other entrepreneurs who needs this most. Okay, so number 5, what is that strategy that you can use to create content that will convert into sales? Number 5 is build your content to generate desires. Your content should build desire. Like, if you're in the fashion industry, most mistakes that people in the fashion industry do commonly amongst the Nigerians is you just carry a mannequin, wear a clothes, and then you post it. No, that will not generate desire for me, because I am not able to see myself in that mannequin. But if you are to dress yourself or get a model who wears these clothes, model these clothes, you take beautiful pictures. Once I see these pictures, I will desire that very material. I would desire that very dress. I would desire that very jewelry that you're selling. So try as much as you can to make sure that your content builds desire. Your content builds desire. If you're in the food industry, make sure that you have a beautiful picture that is going to help you send out how your food looks, because we humans, we buy with our eyes before we even get to test it. So if it doesn't look good to the eyes, people will not buy. Okay, so the free gift I'm going to add here is, if you want to excel with content, make sure that you have good pictures, make sure that you have good videos, or you have good graphics. These things are very important when creating content. That's our number 6. These things are very, very important when you create content. Have beautiful pictures. They should be well filtered if they must be filtered. They should be well edited. Like I always say, your social media handle is your media space. So don't just put out anything there. Don't just put out any content. Take your time and edit it. If you don't know how to do these stuff, get someone who can. There are virtual assistants everywhere who are creative enough to do these things for you, and then you pay them a certain amount of bill at the end of the month, and you'll be getting the results that you need. Okay, so number 7, as the most important thing, is call to action. We are human beings. Don't always assume that we know what to do. We may know what to do, but we would not do it until you ask us to. Human beings, we love you to ask us to do something. So if you want me to DM you, tell me to DM you. If you want me to call you, tell me to call you after you sent out your content. So every content must have a call to action. What does that content, what do you need that content to do? What is the aim? That is why before you start, you must know the aim of why you're creating this content, because it is in this aim or your why that you're going to use to call your audience to take action. Are you going to call them to take action to buy your book? Are you going to call them to order your meal? Are you going to call them to buy your clothes? What is the call to action? Are you going to tell them to book a pre-order? What is the call to action? Always leave a call to action. No matter how, whatever post that you leave, make sure that a call to action follows lastly. That's the only way you can have us, and that's the only way we can take actions. Okay, so to recap all this, number 1, how to create that content that generates sales, or how to create content that converts into sales is 1, be very creative. Number 2, identify your 3 W's, which is your why, your what, and your who. Number 4 is grab attention. Number 5 is build interest with your content. Always build interest with your content. Number 5 is your content should build desire. People should see what they want in your content. It should build their longing for it. Most of the clothes I bought from online space is because I saw it on a model and I liked it. So there are a lot of people like me. So your content should be able to build that desire. And then get beautiful pictures. Number 6, get beautiful pictures. Filter them if you must. Take professional photos if you have to. Employ a graphics designer if you have to. All right, so you can have beautiful pictures or beautiful graphics for your content. And number 7 is your call to action. Always send out a call to action. Tell us what you want us to do, and once you do that, it will generate sales for you. I hope this helped, and if it did, leave a comment in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe, like, share, repost, and let us know what other topic or what other strategies you want us to discuss on, or what is bothering you currently in your business. We could deal with it together. You never can tell. All right, thank